We continue our top 40 look at Nebraska's top 40 players going into 2019. Hi, Sean Callahan for HuskerOnline.com. Today we're inside our top 20 and starting to list off at number 20 is offensive lineman / center Cameron Jergens. And this is a big transition. He came into Nebraska as a tight end, made the move late last season to center, but he's battled injuries. And this is coming off a very significant leg and ankle injury he had as a senior in high school, and then he suffered a foot injury, and I think he's been nagged by that. So Jergens at 20 will be interesting because you just don't know what he's going to be able to provide Nebraska, and he's added a lot of weight. So how will his body, particularly his leg, his feet, be able to handle the additional weight he's put on in the last year? At number 19 is someone that's pretty valuable for the Huskers on the edge in the pass rush. Outside linebacker Tyron Ferguson. You know, and a year ago he had a lot of moments, but he suffered a high ankle sprain that took him out for at least 4, 5, 6 games where he was a non-factor. But before that injury, Ferguson was one of the more consistent guys on the edge. They need him to be almost the Luke Gifford type of guy, the guy that's going to be that kind of steady guy for the Huskers here in the defense. Number 18 on our list is defensive end Ben Stilley. This will be really his third year serving in a starting role. He's gone back and forth as an outside linebacker to a defensive end, and I thought last year he had his moments. I think the biggest thing is getting his body up to the strength and physicality level it takes playing in a 3-4 defense against bigger guys than him. And I thought he had his moments a year ago, played a lot of quality snaps, and you look for a guy like Stilley to make a big jump here going into his third year in a starting type of role. At number 17 here on the list is one of the more instinctive football players on this entire team, outside linebacker JoJo Domann. He played more of a hybrid safety nickel type role a year ago. He's made the move now full time to outside linebacker, has his weight now more in that 235 range. He can do the things from a coverage perspective. He can also rush the passer. Just has a great feel for the game, and I think the fact now that Domann is full-time at outside linebacker is going to go a long way in how he plays this year, knowing that this is his new home, and he's got a real chance to win a starting job. And then wrapping up here our list today at number 16 is one of the 3 Division I transfers the Huskers added here over the offseason. Cal wide receiver Kanani Noah, as he comes in as a sophomore, was nearly a 1,000-yard receiver for the Golden Bears, had some different injuries, but still had a very productive junior year. Will come in now to more of a spread type system, which I think he's more comfortable in. With the loss of Stanley Morgan Jr., Noah looks to be a guy that could have a big season. They need him to be a productive guy there to kind of make up some of the yardage they're going to lose from a year ago from Stanley Morgan. And that wraps up here today's list. When we come back, we'll get inside the top 15 for HuskerOnline.com. I'm Sean Callahan.